Hello guys, just want to briefly show you my latest pickups. So the first one is going to be like Puyo Tetris 2. Now this was released on a number of platforms including like the Xbox, PS4 and Switch. And I decided to get it for the PS5. I could have gotten the PS4 version, but this one was really cheap. It was like $8 or so. So I'm going to try to open it up and hopefully preserve the seal. This is going to be a bit tricky here. Well, never mind. So here's the game. I had to make sure to not show my the key that's provided with it, but yeah, it's just a game without a manual. I also got this one right here. This is V-Rally free for the GBA, and it was like $3, so it was quite cheap, and I did test it and it does work. So we're going to move on to the next one. So this is Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE, so Fire Emblem Encore. So it's supposed to be enhanced, but it's still like based on the censored international version. So some of the female outfits, well, they're censored or completely tweaked, and for some reason like breast in the Japanese version were like exposed, well, semi-exposed, but here it's like covered up with like some strange dark flames or whatever, so it's really bizarre. But yeah, going to try again to open this up. I do have in fact the Wii U version here. This is the Japanese release, the uncensored version, so the original one. And yeah, I kind of messed up with this actually. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is actually the special edition. So this comes with like a CD soundtrack and the manual and the game. And we got some nice screenshots. But yeah, compared to like the Switch release, I don't believe that the Switch got like a special edition like the Wii U version got. So here's the Wii U version for comparison compared to the Switch release. So yeah, I'm going to commit a huge crime right now. I'm going to unseal this game. And I'm going to do it not the proper way because fuck that. I mean, I always try like to undo that stuff, but it's really hard. I used to be able to do it perfectly with like a knife, but I don't want to use a knife because that would damage it. So hold on, actually I have another idea. So I'm going to use like a really thin screwdriver, but not what you think actually. So yeah, like this. But we don't want to damage the box. Yeah, I'm looking at it, but actually it doesn't help because of shit right now. So actually I may have another idea, so I'm going to enter. There we go. Alright, so, and it messed up anyway, so actually there we go. No, actually no, I still managed to screw up. Well, never mind. So this time there's no like extra code or whatever, there's just like a disclaimer and the cartridge itself, so really bare bones, and this cost me like $50 actually, so it's still very expensive. In fact, it was even more expensive online. I wasn't able to find a cheaper copy of it. It's actually very rare, but it probably didn't sell well. So lovely. So yeah, I'm just for fun, I'm also going to show you like the Wii U version, which wasn't sealed actually, but I didn't care for that. So that was the manual. Actually, it's not a manual. It's kind of like a comic book of sorts. And with some nice drawings. Let's see if we can find like the protagonist. Yes, this guy right here. And actually, let me find like the female outfits just to show you how much was censored. Not her either. So we have Barry. Yeah, I think that was not as exposed as it was in the international version. I have to say that the difference was subtle, unless you know where to look, because otherwise it may not seem to be obvious at first glance. Anyway, it's not like that you have like a black ball or whatever. I mean, that would have been silly, but you know. Yeah, I think that was one of the cases. I don't think she was that exposed in the international version, but I didn't get that far into the game. But yeah, it's actually pretty nice to have, and I don't think it cost the Japanese that much more compared to like the game itself. So here's the game itself, and notice that I noticed that there's a bit of damage right here. So we got like a sealed like a trading card for like the Fire Emblem card game, I think. But thankfully it's not damaged. It's just like the plastic for like the box that's a bit weird. But yeah, and it does work. I have to mention that. And there are a bunch of codes to reclaim, but these no longer work since the eShop death anyway. So yeah. And there's also a CD soundtrack. I don't think this was provided with like the Switch special edition, but it uses like this silly design. So you have to basically I'm really trying not to damage anything. It's really finicky. And here's the disc itself. So yeah, I mean, I initially wanted to just get like the boxed versions of this, but it turns out that actually the special edition wasn't that much more expensive on the used market anyway. So yeah, it was worth it, I have to say. But this box, I mean, it just makes me cringe. Like, this is not very solid actually. So I have to try to put this back together. But this is why I hate eyes. So I mean, this is pretty neat, I have to say. But yeah, thank you for watching.